What's going on, everybody? Walter Hooper here, and we are doing a live stream segment for Marketing Minds Meet. And today I have with me, he is a brand new agent here of insurance in the Grosse Pointe Woods to be exact. And he has we've connected through a group that we're in, and along with the Grosse Pointe Chamber of Commerce. And you know what? I'm jealous because he gets to be right next door to Joseph's pastry shop, and like I said, I don't know how he's able to stay in the office because I would just be over there just eating all the stuff. But today we have Tom Mercer here of Mercer Agency, and Tom, if you want to go ahead and give everyone here on the channel here just a little quick bio about you and your agency.
Sure. Yeah, as you mentioned, my name is Tom Mercer. I have the Mercer Agency with Farm Bureau Insurance of Michigan. We're coming up rapidly on our 1-year anniversary, so it's hard to believe how fast the year went by. But we're a full line personal and commercial agency.
Perfect, and we're grateful to have you here today. So I'm going to start into the fun segment now. We just finished the dark side, so you can check that out on the full episode. That'll be out here in the next week or two. So, Tom, when you are not, running the Mercer agency like the boss that you are, what are some of your favorite hobbies and activities you enjoy doing in your spare time?
I'm a big family person. We have 4 kids, 3 daughters and a son. Our son just graduated high school, is getting ready to go out in college. So then the daughters are going to be a junior. One's finished up undergrad, another one's finishing up PA school. So we spend a lot of time together as a family, doing outdoor activities. I also coach boys freshman basketball at Grosse Pointe South, and coach JV football at Grosse Pointe South. So that takes a lot more time than I ever really thought it would, but with sports and typical of our society now, everything's kind of nonstop year round.
Yes, absolutely. And I think it's good to, that you're involved in that community as well. Cause, especially when it comes to coaching and sports and all that, I think we talked about this one of the times that we had sat down and chatted. You're in a way you're hoping to add some guidance and just show and teach the youth about that it's not just on the gridiron that you got to push yourself and better yourself. You got to, once you're out there in the real world, you got to be able to do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's great. So outdoor activities, what kind of outdoor activities are we talking? Like hiking, boating, fishing? What are we looking at?
We used to do a ton of hiking when we lived out in the Seattle area, but here it's a lot of walking. My wife and I it's amazing how many people are like, "Hey, I think I saw you, out walking." Like, yeah, you probably did. So doing that, we're blessed. My wife's family has a lake house on the west side of the state, so we'll spend a fair amount of time over there and do your boating and jet skiing, water, sea-doos, and all that kind of stuff. So anything to be outdoors.
And I think from the last time we talked, you ride bikes and not the mountain type of bikes. You ride like the motorcycle type of bikes. Is this correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I don't look the part, but I've always had a thing for Harleys, and I've had a bike it's crazy. I think it's coming up on 23 years, but I grew up on them with quads and dirt bikes and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, I belong to a group of guys I used to work with. We had the Voodoo Brothers, riding clubs. So we do, rides all over the country. So yeah, it's a fun hobby, cheap therapy.
Well, I give you props because I don't know, like I couldn't have a bike because I don't trust other people, especially in the cars. That would freak me out, but I'm sure you wear your helmet and all that and got all the jacket and all that. So you're protecting yourself. And plus, I mean, you do have your own agency.
Yeah. It's funny how things change. I do a better job. When I first started riding, you think you're invincible, just because of age. And then lost a friend that was in a riding group, and that definitely is an eye-opening experience to wear a helmet, wear the proper gear, and it's better be protected than look cool.
This is true. This is very true. Unfortunately, not many people get that memo.
Yeah.
Another question I have for you, fun question here, and this is a little bit more educational too. What are what would you say is a pro tip that you would offer and provide to someone that's inquiring, say about a life insurance policy, whether it's signing up for one or if they're looking to renew theirs,
Mhm.
or if they just have questions in general? What would be like a good pro tip that you would provide for them?
I'd say the biggest pro tip specifically on life insurance is get something as early in life as possible. And it's never too late. I mean, obviously, it's going to get more expensive as we get older because every year we're 1 year closer to our end. But it's working a lot with younger married couples right now, just like newlyweds, and just like, hey, don't worry about putting something in that's perfect because you have no idea what your needs are going to be 20, 30 years down the road. You have a family, whatnot, but get something in where you're young and you're healthy. Take advantage of that to lock in a better rate. And then the other pro tip is just, never feel pressured because this product is for you. So don't let an agent or anyone else really push you in a direction you're not comfortable with.
Oh, I like that. That's very I like that. Yeah, because yeah, it's easy to sometimes like when you don't know and you feel like you're being pressured,
Mhm.
and that's never a good or a cool thing to have to go through. So I appreciate that
Yeah.
about you.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that, along those lines of just like, I think it's where our egos, and maybe it's just me, but we all like to think we're more important than we really are. So, people will overbuy in life insurance, because they think it makes them look, like they're more successful. When most importantly is, does it provide the protection you need, and is it within your budget?
No, that is true, and those are all very valid points and questions. I'm sure that you walk through with your clients and prospective clients as well. Um, And before we log off here, I want to. How can people reach out to you if they want to, inquire about, life policy, home, auto, commercial? How can people get a hold of the Mercer Agency? You have a website,
Yep.
phone number, email, social media, all the things. Let's hear it.
Probably the best way, and it's old school, like in a contact form, but going on to the merceragency.com and just be able to provide your basic contact information, the type of product that you're looking for, and then we can follow up from there. Also, highly recommend calling because it's so much easier to get more information out as we're having a conversation. So our office number is 586-265-2304. Email is t.mercer, MERCER, at FBINSMI.com.
Well, excellent. Well, Tom, I got to say this has been great. I always enjoy connecting and
Yeah.
chatting with you, and I'm glad we were able to open up some new some new doors and learn more
Yeah.
about one another. And yeah, I would definitely love to have you back on the show. And for everyone here that is tuning into the live stream or tuning in after the fact. I am here with Tom Mercer of Mercer Agency of Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here at the Knot, which is a co-working space in Grosse Pointe Park, and this is where we do our on-site filming and recording, but we are also mobile as well. But Tom, it has been a pleasure, and real quickly, do you have any parting words for the audience? Could just there's no right or wrong answer. Is there a words of wisdom, insight, a joke? I don't care. What do you got before we log off here?
I'll use like the wisdom of my grandfather of, pro tip is don't drink your bathwater. He used to use that one on me as a kid, but you know, other than that, I would say, in anything in life, be inquisitive, ask questions, and, listen to the answers, use the resources around you. They're there for, a reason, and take advantage of it. Don't go it alone.
Love it. Well, thank you so much, Tom. It has been a pleasure. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. This has been another Marketing Minds Meet, and we will see you next time.